The U.S. House of Representatives is slated to vote on a deal tonight intended to avoid a global financial crisis if our country defaults on its debt. But the clock is ticking for Congress to get a deal done.
State House reporter Mary Green explains what is in the deal and how South Carolina's representatives planned to cast their votes.
This bill needs 218 votes to clear a major hurdle and pass the U.S. House of Representatives. But a number of Republicans have said they won't back it. So this deal, brokered by President Joe Biden and Republican Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy, will require major bipartisan support to advance. The bill would suspend the country's debt limit until January 2025, after the next election, to allow the U.S. to keep borrowing money while capping federal non-defense spending.
The way the package is set up now, if it passes in this way, again, the two major conclusions that we can draw that are positive is that it does avoid a default and it doesn't do anything that increases the probability of recession later this year.
The U.S. Treasury Department has estimated the country will run out of money to pay its bills Monday. So that's the impending deadline Congress is trying to beat to get a deal through.
In general, we have seen this type of activity, this type of negotiation happen before, but from an economic perspective, there's no incentive for either party to default.
Here's how South Carolina's 7 representatives have said they'll vote on the debt ceiling deal, formerly named the Fiscal Responsibility Act. The state's only Democrat in Congress, Jim Clyburn, is a yes, calling it a pretty good deal in a tweet Tuesday and saying it prevents a default, preserves Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare, and expands access to critical programs. Republican Joe Wilson stood alongside other House Republicans in support of the bill at a news conference Tuesday night, indicating he's a yes as well. 4 South Carolina Republicans, Russell Fry, Nancy Mace, Ralph Norman, and William Timmons, have all said they're voting no, arguing this deal doesn't go far enough to cut government spending.
Once you dissect the bill, this bill is un-American. It defies conservatism. No Republican in good conscience should support this and go back to the drawing table.
Republican Jeff Duncan has not publicly said how he plans to vote on the deal yet. If this deal makes it through the House, it would then move to the U.S. Senate. Both of South Carolina's Republican senators, Tim Scott and Lindsey Graham, have said they would vote against the deal. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green.
And the deal would require 60 votes to pass the Senate, meaning it would need bipartisan support to clear that chamber as well.